Greetings and salutations. Welcome to another episode of this podcast. Hopefully, by the time this comes out, it will have a title. Don't know when that's going to happen. Maybe it'll just be called the Just Jazz Podcast. But I think that's kind of lame. So comment below, and if you think you have a great title, let me know. And on that note, today we have Lawrence. Lawrence is an interesting guy, and he's just going to tell us a story. The usual, I'm going to ask questions and humiliate him as much as I can. I'm kidding. Maybe. All right, Lawrence, tell us about yourself. You were born on what day and what time? That's where we start.
Okay, the time was something that I don't know. I can call my mom. But
you want to call her right now?
She's not going to answer.
You sure?
I told her earlier. She's not going to answer.
She's not going to answer? Okay.
But the date that I was born was February 12th, 1987, actually.
If she answers, what is she? Mrs. what?
Mrs. Culbreth.
Culbreth? Yeah. All right. Let's see. Guys, we are calling Mrs. Culbreth.
Hey, Mom.
Yeah.
Hey, how are you?
I'm okay.
So I'm doing a podcast right now, right? I'm featured as an interviewee on Jazz's Brown podcast. She's a YouTuber and she's really, really good. And she's doing asking me a Q&A. So she asked me what time of the day I was born. I don't know that off the top of my head. So can you tell me and tell the people who are listening what time I was born?
Hi, Mrs. Culbreth. How are you?
I'm doing well, dear.
Nice to meet you.
Same here.
What time was I born? Did I come to this place, this planet?
Okay. You were born in the evening, 10:45 to be exact.
How much did I weigh?
You weighed 8 pounds, 13 ounces, and 6%.
Was this AM or PM?
PM.
Oh, wow. You had your mom up that long? That's not nice.
My mom is always up late.
Okay, but it doesn't matter. Okay. All right, so you were 10:45 p.m.
Yes, indeed.
All right. Good. That's where we always start.
I may have to call you back because I feel like Jazz is going to ask me a bunch more questions that you can answer that I might not be able to.
I promise we will not bother you anymore, ma'am.
Okay, so we're good. I love you, Mom.
Love you.
Talk to you later.
Nice meeting you.
Godspeed.
Jazz, nice meeting you.
Same here, dear.
All right, Godspeed. Talk to you.
Your mom sounds like such a kind woman.
She is. She's
Same
kind
to you, dear.
Hilarious.
She called me dear. I'm so happy. Yeah, but it's always about the respect. Like, that's another thing in a black household you guys don't know. You notice how I said Mrs. What? You never call anyone by their first name or anything. Whether you always do that, that is a standard. Guaranteed by the sound of your mom's voice, she would have schooled me live. If that would have been great.
She probably would have.
That would have been awesome.
Someone asked me what podcast I'm on. I'm letting them know now so they can pull up your page.
Look at you. All right. So
I'm
you
telling
were born.
people. I'm telling people.
What year were you born?
I was born 1987.
You're kind of old, not really.
32.
Well, I'll be 28, so I shouldn't be talking.
Yeah, you're in the corner. You're knocking.
So what month?
February.
Oh, so you just had a birthday.
Valentine's Day.
Ew.
Yeah,
So was that the 12th?
My birthday is the 12th. Valentine's Day is the 14th.
Ugh, I hate Valentine's Day, but that's another
I'm not a
topic.
fan for it either.
All right, so you were born at 10:45 on February 12th, 87. What were you like as a child? Do you have any siblings? Let's start there.
I was easy as a child. I was always a hard worker. I have.
Are you just saying that?
No, I had my first job at McDonald's at 14.
We may have to call your mom back to counteract.
But no, I did. I actually 8th grade summer. I was the same height that I am now, 6'1", and
that's unfortunate.
wearing the same size shoe.
What size shoe?
13.
I'm a 13 and children. Yes.
There we go.
Yes. He's like, that's cute.
No, I mean, I learned to grow in love in my feet, but I was pretty good. I played sports. I was really normal. I didn't get too much trouble, fight, but that's what you kind of do for my neighborhood. You fight for what you want. You fight for sometimes just for respect. Yeah.
Just for fun sometimes.
Or you gotta tell them hands.
I wish I could have. I'll tell you after the podcast. I got one, but that's a long time ago. Okay.
I was pretty easy. I didn't really cause my mom so much grief.
You sure about that?
No, I'm positive. I was a knucklehead. I've got suspended from school from fighting.
Sounds like grief to me.
Not anything that you got to keep in mind where I'm from. I'm from North Philadelphia, so grief to mothers from North Philadelphia.
That's good.
Maybe a little bit. If I'm fighting, that's nothing. I didn't go to jail. I had my son and my daughter at 32. So
you had your son and...
we can talk about that a little later on the podcast.
Yes! I'm just like, oh, wow.
But no, I have an older sister, big sister. She's awesome.
Okay.
I have a younger sister, two younger sisters. One right underneath me, about 4 years.
Okay.
I have a younger brother who's kind of like my twin. That's my best man if I ever guys will get married.
Okay.
And I have a baby sister. I call her my baby sister, even though she's not a baby anymore. She is very beautiful. All my sisters are beautiful, actually.
That's all. That's really good for them to hear from a big bro.
They're just dope.
How old are they?
My older sister's like 105.
105,
I'm
okay.
just joking. My older sister Martina. Martina, I guess I can say her name. She's
If you want me to bleep it out later, I will.
You don't have no.
Okay.
You don't have to filter anything at all.
Okay.
This is who I am.
Okay. So Martina.
I'm genuine for
McBride.
sure.
Okay.
My sister Martina's in her 40s. My sister underneath me, I think she's 27, 28.
Okay.
My sister Monique is 28. She's actually about to start doing her own YouTube channel called Hood Kitchen.
Yeah, you were telling.
Yeah.
I'm just like, will there be hugs involved?
Well, yeah, hugs. It's about quarter hugs. Anyway.
Well, for my non-African American, not even that, non-hood folk, black or white, hugs are actual drinks. Juices. I'll put a little picture in between us, right there. It's a drink. It is sugar and
whatever.
It is sugar and unhealthiness, but it is the staple of
wrapped in a plastic container.
It is the staple of a ghetto neighborhood.
Oh, for sure. And I'm from the ghetto, so I'm okay with her saying that.
Yes.
And I have like I said, my younger sister, she works in the bank. My baby sister works in the bank. My younger brother's a trucker. He's also an entrepreneur. My older sister, she's been making her own way her entire life. The sister right underneath me, she's a hustler. She can out-hustle a lot of people. She really hustles.
I will, really quick, I will say this. So, what was I going to say to you? Just making sure sometimes I forget if I've taped things. Does your brother work for Walmart? Because for a time, they were doing starting salary for a trucker was $87K.
No, he doesn't work for Walmart. He works for, I can't recall the name of the company he works for, and I wouldn't want to say it because I don't want them to,
Yeah.
But he's
unless you want to sponsor me, whatever company that is, then we can talk.
Yeah, facts. But he actually, he works for a company, but he's about to buy his own truck. And about his own contract work, and I'm helping with that as well.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Because when I found that out, my mom told me, I'm like, let me see if I can grow my legs out a little longer so I can drive.
That would be the reason why any person should grow their limbs for sure.
Shout out to my sister, Odessa, we were talking about it. She said, be careful, because that's stem cell research. She said, man, you'll get a penis on your forehead. You better not test out that stem cell research. You'll get something you didn't ask for, a third eyeball. So shout out to Odessa for keeping me straight.
Odessa?
Yes.
Penis on her forehead. Okay. I dig it.
Yes.
I don't dig it, but I get it.
I don't dig it either. Although I could make a lot of money. Come see the girl with the penis on the forehead.
So when a person calls you dickhead, it's not an insult. It's a literal thing.
That would be great.
Yeah.
Well, now that I watch Game of Thrones, I already think that I'm me and Tyrion are we're brother and sister because we're both dwarves. He doesn't know this, but I know this. He loves me and I love him. He doesn't know any of this.
You know what? Sometimes it's better. What's the phrase? It's better to ask for forgiveness than to permission. So,
from one dwarf to another.
I love you. You love me too. You had no choice.
He knows nothing about me, but he
Not
will.
yet.
Not yet. He listens to the podcast.
And if you don't, you should.
You should. So, all your brother's a trucker, your sister paints her own way, but it sounds like everyone is trying, if not already, in the entrepreneur way.
For sure. My older sister kind of led the way. She showed us tons of ways to make money.
Right.
Not all of them were legal. The statute of limitation has passed, so I can say this. I'm not going to say exactly what she did.
Please don't.
But she was, my older sister was a G. A G is just basically a gangster.
I know a few G's.
Yeah, she's a G for sure.
One G asked me today, you would be perfect for X, Y, and Z because no one would detect you and you cheer. And I said, no, thank you. Look at this guy texting on my...
Apologies. I'm working, so I actually
He's
have a law
working.
firm texting me right now.
Is it your children?
No, I actually have someone from another law firm who's texting me right now.
You know what? The only reason why I'm not going to yell at them is because they hooked me up with a dope person for when I got hit by a car. So I'm not even going to complain.
If you guys need any legal representation, I'm pretty sure
Philly
my link
area.
will be Philadelphia area, New Jersey, Delaware County.
The tri-state area.
I'm pretty sure my information will be somewhere available on the podcast.
Oh, you think so, but it will. Now that you said that, it will. But yeah, he hooked me up with a dope lawyer for, you all know that I got hit by a car, so I'm not even mad at him because this guy is awesome. All right, so moving along,
All right.
you got along with your siblings?
Oh, yeah.
And what was it like growing up?
Fun.
Fun?
Fun. We didn't have, I guess, the financial... I'm not gonna say stability because we were stable for sure.
Right.
We didn't have the luxury of doing vacations all the time, but we went places. We've done things together. I had a great childhood, honestly. Like I played hopscotch. I played catch a girl, freak a girl. You never heard of that game?
Catch a girl?
Freak a girl.
Well, yesterday, the other podcast with Nina, she was telling me she did business administration. Here I am making fun of her because I'm like, did you guys have typewriters? And she said, you're cute. But then she said something about like the built-in whiteout in the typewriter. I had no idea what that was.
Yeah,
and she's like, joke's on you.
That's a real thing.
Yeah, so... Catch a girl, freak a girl.
So
is this an old person thing?
No, simply put, mind you, you're only a couple years younger than me, so I'm glad you're talking.
Yes.
It's kind of like freeze tag, but for perverted little kids. You're catching a person, and you're like basically touching on them and humping on them, and then you really don't know what you're doing, so you run to another woman and do the same thing.
How old were you guys?
Like 9,
Humping
10, 11.
Fine, good for them. It's not like...
We weren't like old enough to get charged. Well, I guess then again we were, but it was consent because
back then you wouldn't have gotten charged. Now I remember what you did when I was 7.
But my thought on that briefly, it's kind of hard to discredit a victim until you get the right information, right evidence. Like you don't ever want to tell a person they're lying when someone's sexually harassing them.
You never do, but there have been. Okay, so I'm gonna say this. This is not any. Okay, well, no one deserves to be raped or sexually assaulted. But at the same time, there are some times where there are certain areas you shouldn't be. Like when I went to Penn State. There would be stories of girls who got assaulted and stuff at Beaver Stadium. And for those of you who don't know, there is nothing near Beaver Stadium. It is a stadium. There is darkness. Like, you have no reason to be there unless there's a game. So you know what I mean? It's like, so when you hear these stories, you're like, well, not that you deserve it, but at the same time, what were you doing up there at 2 o'clock in the morning? There's nothing for you up there. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, like, I never want to say and be rude and be like, you asked for it. But at the same time, I'm like, why were you there?
Should I take a selfie of us? I don't even do selfies, but I feel like...
We will do a selfie afterwards. Okay. But yes, I agree. Because I just took a picture of my setup and everything. Which...
I saw it. It was nice.
Oh, thank you.
It was nice.
Thank you.
I think, I don't do selfies. I don't like them, but...
I don't like selfies either.
Being a part of the social media thing, it would help, I guess.
Maybe because my arms aren't long enough. So, like, when I was in college... Have you ever seen the movie Meet the Robinsons?
I'm sorry, I'm still stuck on the fact that you just put your arm out and said it's not long enough.
No, because one of my friends, there's a line where this dinosaur says, I have big hands and little arms. Master, this plan isn't working out. That's what my friends used to do to me in college because I have a big head and little arms. That's why I don't like selfies, because all you see is like my face and I'm like, ew. Alright.
Don't say ew.
Not you, but like it's just too close.
Okay.
So like, what did you do? So moving along in your life, what did you, after you were, catch a girl, freak a girl, whatever the fuck
I was 10.
whatever.
Okay.
Moving along with your freaks and everything.
I went to the house and I went to bed and didn't want to wash up because I was a dirty little kid.
So you would hump a girl, go to eat dinner, and go to bed.
Well, I would go back outside, would sit on my steps, we would sit out there and play games like cartoon tag. You ever played that?
No.
So
Clearly I wasn't born in the right hood.
well, listen, this is how cartoon tag works. I'm chasing you.
Right?
In order for me not to tag you, you have to touch the floor, touch the ground, and say something like the Jetsons. You have to say some type of cartoon in order for me not to tag you. If I get to you and you can't think, because think about it, your adrenaline is rushing, you're running from me,
Right.
You may not tag, you're it. Now you have to catch me. If I touch the ground, say Doug Funny or the Rugrats, any cartoon I say, it allows me to be free and clear from your tag.
That sounds too complicated, but I
It
do
was
like
fun.
that. But I get it.
It was fun.
Oh, so you watch Doug?
For sure.
I love
I used
that.
to be called Doug Funny because if you guys see a profile, you see the nose.
So, have you ever, the other day I was standing like this at my house. Have you ever seen the Alfred Hitchcock Hour?
I have not.
Oh, and that's like way before both of our times.
I know it's black and white. I know what it is.
Anyway, he has a silhouette, and I'm like, you go, just me. I'm like, you look like Alfred Hitchcock's silhouette in the shadow.
Wow.
But that was a good show, but yeah, I'm glad you watched Doug. So after you were done humping and cartooning and eating and sleeping, what did you do with, like, into your later years? Did you play sports?
I played basketball.
Good. What position?
Well, when I was younger, actually, I told you I was the same size when I was 13.
Right. So
I've
you
always
center?
played center,
Good.
and then when I became like in my late 20s, I realized that I'm not a center and I can play guard. So now I play more of a
You're a 6 foot guard.
shooting 6'1". Don't take my inches away.
6'1".
Nah, you know what?
Guard.
6'1". Depend. I have long arms, like
Okay.
extreme. I'm not putting my arms up, but
You're 6'1" guard.
yeah, and now I can actually play with some guard skills. So I'm like a shooting guard / small forward, and I'm really strong and aggressive.
You do realize this is probably with something with you and your balls, right? You and your friends?
As far as what?
Like playing basketball now.
Well, I played college basketball. So wait, are you saying?
Like, you play college
I
basketball.
used to play college basketball.
Where'd you go?
Eastern University.
Easton?
Eastern.
Where
It's
is
out in
that?
Wayne, Pennsylvania. Just not so division.
What division?
Division 3. Like
That's high school.
I didn't have the grooming that I should have had, and I mean I enjoyed it though. I had a game where I came down, knocked down, I think it was 3 or 4 threes in a row. I had a few blocks. I had a few highlights. I can jump out the building during the time.
There are a few highlights.
Yeah, for sure.
These are his glory days. So, that's awesome. People have been leaving the comments, you were so mean to him. Like, it's going to be me just being cut down to size.
No,
Get it?
please.
Cut down to size.
I got it.
So, moving along, like, so you played, when did you graduate high school? And where'd you go?
I went to Murrow Dobbins AVTS, the vocational tech school in North Philadelphia, 22nd Lehigh.
I dig it. Is it still there?
It's still there. In 2005, I graduated. So I worked at McDonald's across the street from my high school. I went to church across the street from my high school.
So McDonald's and church were like...
So this is how my life went for a while.
I know they made good business on Sunday.
Well, you know, what? Amazing business. The guy who actually owned that McDonald's just sold it. His name was, doesn't matter his name, but he just sold it to a woman, and I'm happy to hear that it transferred hands because it needed some help.
So now he's living large.
I don't know how he's living.
I hope so.
I just hope that he's living some way, somehow.
Good.
So, so I would leave school, go to work.
Right.
And then sometimes leave school, go to church, because I was an usher. I used to be a church usher.
Aww.
I used to have the white gloves on these big hands.
Were they custom made?
She got jokes.
I got jokes.
No, and sometimes I would have to. I was in like the audio visual department at church as well, so I would help with the audio visual.
So
stuff.
you know what all this is.
I'm familiar.
Okay.
I'm familiar for sure. And yeah, I had a good childhood. I mean,
That's
complications, but I had a good childhood.
Can you give like one that doesn't involve like your whole family? Which one complication like you feel comfortable with, if any? Because like I like to let my listeners know that you can overcome anything you've been through that you felt like was a little, fucked up.
All right, so I was shot at a few times when I was younger.
A few?
3 times.
Oh damn.
They weren't intentionally for me. One, I was caught in a crosshair.
Okay.
People shooting.
Okay.
One, I was at the basketball court in my neighborhood, which is notoriously known for being shot up.
Where were you? Northeast where?
No, not Northeast, North Philadelphia.
Like where? He's still texting.
Apologies. This is another one of my friends who just popped up, and the girl G I was saying about. She's parking right now.
Here?
Yeah.
Okay. So
I was in North Philadelphia around 15th and York.
Okay.
I have a love-hate relationship with my neighborhood. I love my folks. I love my people.
You said York?
15th and York, the heart of North Philly.
I know what that is.
Yeah. So I was at the basketball court playing ball, and shots rung out, and they were shooting towards the court.
Right.
I think they thought the people I was playing with, so it wasn't intentionally for my face.
Right.
But they thought the people I was playing with, or maybe myself, that I don't know what they thought, but they aired out the court. When I say air out, that means they hold their guns and they shoot the court up. That's called airing out.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, maybe call something else now, but I know when I was growing up, it was airing out. So we ran behind a wall.
Right.
They kept shooting.
Right.
I was always cognizant of how many shots rung out, what type of gun it was. I knew guns when I was growing up.
Right. That's scary.
It was, and then we stopped. It was interesting because there's one kid, and people who actually was there with me can attest to this. I'll tell them to go ahead and go to your channel. They can comment. We were behind this wall getting shot toward us. And this young kid, we're all nervous and scared, but we're like, keep calm. We're about to go ahead and run in a second.
With the gun still going?
Yes, but I was counting. Okay, that's 3. That's 7. That's 9.
Were you counting the reload period?
No, well, the reload, they would have to catch me with the reload.
Okay.
Because it takes about 3 seconds for a person who does not... People don't know how to reload. People in the hood most times don't shoot with precision. They shoot with aggression.
How many bullets are there?
It was 2 gunmen. So both of them were shooting 9 rounds. They had 8 in the clip, one in the chamber, so it was 9. After I counted to 18, before I counted to 18, one of the young guys, he looked up at me and the guy behind me, and he had these puppy dog cartoon Disney type of eyes and said, "I'm scared." So at that moment, we're laughing. As we're getting shot at, we started laughing because that moment was hilarious.
That's not funny.
Listen, if you can't find laughter in things in life, then you don't deserve to live.
I mean, that's not fun. Maybe later on, not at the moment.
His eyes were like, "I'm scared." And we just like looked at each other and said, "No." So we started cracking up. So the shot stopped. And
that's enough to throw someone off.
It was. But
like, what are you laughing at?
Well, we did something. Either way, when the shots finished, we got up and we ran.
Okay.
And no one got hit that night. Thank God. Good. So that was a successful night in my neighborhood.
Good.
For sure.
Because no one died.
Because no one died.
Wow.
And no one got hit. That same court has been known for people getting shot and not dying.
That's good, I guess.
Yeah, it's
so
sweet, I guess.
When you're being shot, does that leave? Shot at. Mm-hmm. What does that stick with you?
Mentally, I don't.
Obviously, it does.
I have dealt with, and I still deal with PTSD. Salute to all our soldiers out there who have served in the military, because you guys are putting your life on the line, regardless if it's for money, the right thing to do, however you see fit, but you're putting your life on the line. So salute to you guys. Thank you.
Right.
And shout out to my best friend Major McClendon, because he's a veteran and he also raps and does a lot of stuff. So you guys may want to follow him. He's really great, Major McClendon.
So you want to be on this podcast to do plugs for?
No, I'm doing it because you're awesome. I want to do it with you, and I'm just being comfortable because I'm rocking with you. So PTSD for sure. I've had moments where I pulled my firearm in situations. I've had moments as I'm running, if I feel something close to me, I'll throw my hands up immediately or I get ready to attack because in my mind,
You got to.
I have to. Fight or flight, and I'm not a runner unless I know I need to.
Right.
Normally it's like, okay, we gotta do what we gotta do.
Right. So you got shot at, and you're dealing with
PTSD.
And you still deal with it sometimes?
Not only PTSD, it puts you in the mindset. I'm from North Philly. I'm from the ghetto, from the hood. My heart and my mind is there.
Right.
But when I leave, and when I see people from my neighborhood, in my head, I'm like, you know what? I need to be cautious. I need to pay attention to their hands.
Right.
What they're doing. I need to count how many people are around me.
Right.
I'm sometimes not breathing, waiting to see if someone's going to move.
Right.
I need to put my side arm and shoot someone else.
Right.
I have, I haven't had that intense emotion for a while.
Right.
But every once in a while, I'll still feel it when I'm in unknown territory, for sure.
That's right. I mean, I don't know what that's like. Hopefully, I never have to know.
Yeah,
It's not great.
No, it's not.
But hopefully you've had happier times since then.
The majority of my life has been a blessing. Even that, I've learned to love my people even more.
Our people?
Our people. I'm saying mine because it was my specific traumatic situation. But excuse me. I learned to love people. My people, our people, people in general, black, white, hood, not hood, urban, suburban, whatever. Because people are they are a product of how they were raised. Right. And that, took me a while to understand. But
I understand that.
More so.
So, what? Moving on in your life.
Ooh,
Sorry.
I'm boring you.
No. It's been a long day.
I understand. So moving on in my life.
Moving on in your life, because that's horrible. You said you have kids?
I have a son and I have a daughter.
You have 2 kids?
I have a baby boy and a beautiful baby girl.
Aww.
Both are awesome.
How old are your children?
My son is 3 years old. My daughter is 2. She turns 3 in October.
Oh, she's got a little while.
A little while for what?
To 3.
Oh, yeah, she had a few months.
You're funny, you went to what?
Like, for what?
Yeah, you're funny. What'd you think I was going to say?
I'm a dad, so in my head, I'm like, my baby girl ain't going nowhere. In my head, I'm automatically thinking,
oh, God, no.
Dates, no boys, but
You say that now.
No, you know what? As long as the young man or girl, whatever the Lord allows, whatever happens, hopefully it's a young man, nothing against anyone who's not biracial, not bisexual, but
biracial too.
Whatever. Your preference is your preference, but I would like my baby girl to, have an opportunity to meet people, and I'll help her understand what she needs to look out for.
Just so you know, watch all my comments. What you mean, you hope it's a guy. I'm kidding.
Controversy sells, right?
That's true. Yeah. That's true. I'll just be like, it's his words, not mine.
You can go on my social media and get mad at me if you would like, and I can explain to you that.
Yeah, I'm like, go attack him. I'm a good person, kind of.
I got a YouTube channel, though, so you can't find me there.
Oh, but, okay. But, so what's, the best thing about fatherhood?
So I've been a crybaby as of the last year and a half of my life because I've been more in tune with my emotions. My son and my daughter, they love me so much, and I love them so much. They are something.
I mean, yeah, they're 2 and 3.
Yeah, but
they should not love you.
They should not.
They shouldn't. They shouldn't not.
Oh, okay.
They should love you.
Got it.
They should love you.
Got it. But yeah, it's just even when I chastise them, I want my mom. And I sit there and talk to them and say, listen, baby boy, baby girl, it's okay. You can want your mom.
Why do they want your mom?
Huh?
Why do they want their mom?
Because,
what's wrong with you?
They don't like the fact that daddy popped more. Daddy raised his voice. But I'm doing everything out of love. And once I explain to them the reason why I did it, mind you, they're 2 and 3, but they're comprehending.
They don't understand.
No, so certain things, I have to learn how to bring things down to a very small way of understanding.
Right.
And they still give me hugs and kisses, and they jump on me, they fight me. When I have them together, they fight me. When I have them separate, because they need separate time as well as together time.
Yeah, because they're a boy and a girl.
Yeah, I mean, not only that, because it's a lot, but...
Children.
Yeah.
Insane.
No,
in a good way.
They are awesome. When I'm tired, I look up and say, thank you, Lord, for allowing me to be tired with them. I could be tired of people BS, but I'm tired with my kids.
I'll never forget, I was at the coming up the street, down 19th Street, and these kindergartners were getting off the bus, and and the teacher was high-fiving them. Of course, it had to be the black kid. Chubby black kid. He gets off the bus. The teacher puts up her hand for high five. He jokes. He's like, no thank you. And I said, oh my God. I love kids though. At least he was polite, but like, he was very adamant that she not touch him. He said, no thank you, and just went away. And I started laughing, and his teacher's like, don't encourage him. I'm like, but that's funny. That's genuinely funny. Do your kids do stuff like that? Maybe not to that degree, but funny stuff.
The funny part of it is, most people don't know I'm a goofball. Like, I'm a complete goofball.
I can see it.
Most people, you see me on a regular basis.
Right.
I'm a suit tie type guy,
right.
And I'm about business. That's
Where's
what
your suit and tie?
Today is Friday, and today I wasn't in the mood. I wasn't in the mood today.
Okay.
But they act like me in my goofy states, and even when I'm being professional, I see my son and my daughter doing some of the things that I do, and it was just like,
and you think it's funny. I
sit there in amazement. It's more so
like what? Give me one example of each where you're just like, is that wow?
So my daughter is very, very artistic. Not autistic, but artistic, and autism is okay as well. There's nothing wrong with it. It's a beautiful human being in both.
Right.
An artistic person and an autistic person.
Right.
My daughter, she's very professional when it comes to her art. I know it sounds weird, but we're sitting there, and I'm like, okay, baby, it's time to go. She says, no, I gotta finish my colors. And I'm like, wait a minute, what? But that's the same thing with me. I like completion.
Right.
If
I have to finish my colors.
Yeah, like I have to finish something. Like if I'm starting to have to finish. And my son, he's strong. He is a strong baby boy. I'm strong. A lot of my friends call me a super strong person.
Colors.
Yeah.
Look at her colors.
She's just like painting or drawing. And she's just like, no, I'm not doing anything else until I'm done this, and then I'll go. My son as well, like he's strong in the sense where even when things aren't going his way, if I say, you know what, we can go sit down and relax for a while, he'll be like, and he'll go back out there and play. And he'll go back out there and keep going. He doesn't like to give up. And that's
any kid though.
No, I've seen some kids they call it quits.
I had what was it? I was on the train, and this kid told this dad was like, when we go home, we're gonna take a nap. And the kid said, no thank you, I don't like that idea.
I respect it.
And I'm just sitting here like, what? But he was so cute about it. No thank you, I don't like that idea.
I respect.
And I'm sitting here like, he doesn't like that idea.
Right.
What? But yeah, kids are awesome. I think they're amazing. So like, what do you do in your life? Like, what is your profession? Like, what do you do? Where do you see yourself in the next 10 years? 5 years?
So I'll answer in the order that you asked.
It doesn't matter.
What do I do? I'm an entrepreneur.
Yes.
I'm a law enthusiast.
Okay.
Whatever that means.
Nope. I'm a true crime enthusiast.
Well, I mean, I'm a paralegal, and I work. The company I work with and for is I'm not going to name the name.
Right.
We
I didn't even know you guys had a name.
We do.
Never heard of it.
I have a card.
Yeah, let me see. See if that's your name. Oh. Is that even... Do you even have that on your door?
No, not yet. We're probably not. We don't want to fall in love with that office because we're probably going to get a bigger office.
Here or somewhere else? Good. Okay. Like I said, you're not going to leave me, are you?
No, I'll be here for a while. Guys, good. I'll be here for a few years.
Good.
So.
Because I'll tell you something I heard like after this about.
Okay.
Nothing bad, but the retention rate is fascinating.
Really?
Yes.
Huh. Interesting. So what I do is I help other help law firms secure their injured parties. I help injured parties with the things they need. I'm the helper. I'm the person who makes sure that people who are in need get the proper help, and it's it's a lucrative business. There's a lot to be done in that aspect.
Man, they had a client yesterday. They pulled out the wine, the cheese, the plates, and everything. Me and Ramon walked by thinking we were going to get some, and we saw how professional it was. We're like, that is not for us, and kept going.
Well, we have to make sure that our clients understand that we care for them, and we are presenting them with a a professional
I never got
service.
that, but that's okay.
Well, you're not a client. You're not technically a client. You are interparty. You are a person who our clients are the law firms. You can always break bread with us because you're a family, but the clients are the law firms that we need to go ahead and make sure. And first of all, we have a great relationship with our clients. They're amazing. We don't work with anyone who's a slouch. Everyone that we work with, they are so diligent in their job.
Good.
They really work really hard for them.
Because I'm sitting here, when I saw that, Lamar's like, that's not for us. I'm like, damn right, it's not for us. I didn't get that. No, just joking. But yeah, I understand. So you do that.
5 year, just a 5 year plan, 10 year plan.
What do you want to do? Do you want like to be a lawyer?
I am.
Or do
I'm
you
going back to school to finish up my degrees, and it's been taking me forever because things have come up. I have allowed things to sidetrack me, but no more. I've changed a lot of the ways I view life and view
Are
my
you in school now?
I'll be back in school, guys, will in the spring semester.
Of next year?
This year. I'm sorry, of next year. Apologies.
So I can say we're in the spring.
I'm thinking fall semester. Apologies. So spring semester of next year, I'm getting my finances in order so I can buy me a home. I want to go ahead and deal with real estate on the side.
Okay.
Have your babies more money
with you.
Not only that, just create a legacy. I have my children with me now. Like I do co-parenting and we make sure that my kids are with me as well as any other person to be with. Yeah.
Okay, understood. Shout out to their mothers.
Yeah.
Hope they're great people.
They are amazing.
Good. There you go.
Amazing.
There you go. Being a parent is amazing.
I could have been blessed better with different women, as
I hope I get to meet your kids one day.
You will. I'll bring them up for sure. I brought Aiden up here before already.
You brought Aiden?
Yeah.
I like watching kids react to my chair and me to see because some of the things kids say are hilarious.
My son doesn't hold his tongue. My daughter, she's a little scary cat at first.
It's okay.
But she warms up.
I'm excited to see what Aiden would say. I'm probably going to be in tears.
Aiden is, he'll look at me and say, Dad. And I'm like, say it, son. Use your words.
Yes.
You're going to say something.
I'm going to die. So wait, I was at the the auto show with my mom back in February. This little kid points to me, hey, Dad, look, a really big baby. To me, my mom is cracking up. The dad turns bright red, and I'm like, he's not wrong. I am a big baby. And the dad started laughing.
People who are not wheelchairs and who are not dwarfs are big babies.
Yeah, exactly. The dad's like, thank you for understanding. I'm like, what am I going to do? Like...
People get offensive. But you're just a blessed soul that does not have
not when it's a baby. He was a baby himself.
Gotcha.
You can't get mad at kids.
I agree.
You find the humor, which is hilarious. And my mom's like, that was a good response. I'm like, because it's the truth. She's like, you are kind of a baby. I'm like, all right, calm down. You don't have to agree with him. But, so in 10 years, you want to be a lawyer.
Guys, I'll already be practicing law. I'll have my real estate situation worked out. Okay. I will be hopefully approaching marriage. I'm not involved.
Do you have a girl?
I don't have a girlfriend now.
Okay.
I go on dates. I don't have a girlfriend.
Why are you going to take me on a date? I'm kidding. See, here's the thing about God. I just want a free meal. I'm kidding.
I'm just joking. But, so marriage, hopefully, or approaching it, getting, having my finances in order.
Right.
Making sure my son and my daughter are at the point where they understand what finances are.
Do you want more kids?
I do want 5. I think because I came from a family of 5 children, my older sister, myself, and 3 younger siblings.
That's a lot.
But even if I was with my wife to be doesn't give me more children.
Right.
Even if I'm in a blended family or I adopt, I want a few more for sure. I think I have a lot to offer. My legacy, and when I die, I want them to be here doing their thing.
So you have your kid jerk away from its teacher and say no thank you?
Oh, God.
That's awesome. So I guess, let me see where we are. All right, we're good. We got a few more minutes. Right, what I want to ask you is, I always like to end the podcast on a happy note, but one of the 3 things I want to get into. I always ask, the last 2 questions I ask is, do you have any questions for me? And if so, we go through it. The other thing I want to ask is, you gotta say something funny, or tell me something funny. But before that, one of the things I want to get into...
Oh, I got a funny story.
Oh,
Got it.
Yes!
I think I do.
So, like, one of the things, anybody
I can't say the Vegas story. I got
the Vegas story?
I'm only joking. There's no Vegas story.
That's not saying. You can tell me that after the podcast. Oh, I was gonna say, I have to tell you something. It's funny. Because you're black...
I was chased by raccoons.
You have the story about that?
I was chased by a family of raccoons.
Ew.
And somebody I was really close with at one time, he actually recorded it. And,
is it anywhere that you and I can look at it? Why were you?
I don't know, honestly. I don't know if it's still up there or not.
My mom got chased by a chicken.
See, because I'm black, I probably would have killed the chicken. I'm only joking. I don't even like chicken.
What kind of black person I'm getting?
I like baked chicken up there.
Okay, so...
White people like fried chicken more.
That's
if you look
true.
at who goes to KFC more,
Trump.
it's white people.
Trump buys out the whole KFC.
Black people go to church is chicken.
That word.
Amen.
And Popeyes. Amen.
Amen.
I'm adding a round of applause at this. Amen.
Okay, cool.
I'm going to add one, but here's what I want to know. This year, I always try to throw in some kind of politics. Nothing too crazy, but because you're black and I'm black, anytime I have a black person, I want to bring up one topic.
Okay.
And because you're such a serious guy in that aspect, how can we get our people to vote this coming election in general?
Whoa.
Like young people, old people, do not vote.
It's too late. We can't try to do it when we're like close. We have.
It's not close. We still have an entire year.
Yeah.
What can we do?
What we need to do is explain, first of all, what politics are. Explain how the electoral college actually makes the popular vote should encourage that, but as we've seen the last election, President Trump, let's be respectful, President Trump.
I will not. The inhabitant.
He's a human being. Like, my thing is,
A human inhabitant.
So he lost the popular vote, but he won the electoral college. So therefore, there's a certain thing that people don't understand. And in order for us to say, okay, go vote this, go vote that, this is what your vote does, we have to understand how the voting process works.
Do you think we don't know?
No, I still have it.
I still get confused.
Do you understand what the Congress does? Do you understand what the House of Reps do? Do you understand who all the House of Reps are?
I don't know how they hold they're having a congressional meeting. Sometimes I'm like, what does that mean? Like, is anything, but like, I need us to vote. I need us to be registered. I am, I'm sure you are. Like, what do we do? Like, our race needs to be involved.
Have conversations. I mean, I know that's kind of like the easy way to go, but you can't force a decision that a person through. You can't make a person...
You can make them feel guilty, though. Oh, you should hear my mom going off on black people, when they say, I don't vote. It is entertainment. Pure entertainment.
Because the people before us did so much. And white people as well, because you have white people on the lines. You have people who have different races on the lines.
Bernie Sanders was out there.
Facts.
Shout out
to Burn. Even if you ain't gonna watch this, maybe you do, but shout out to Burn.
Comb your hair.
Feel the burn. What'd you say?
Comb your hair.
Oh, gosh. Feel the burn.
I love Bernie.
I think it really boils down to, a lot of people, first of all, aren't affected directly. So if something is not affecting me directly, why should I care?
That's not the attitude to have.
It's not the attitude you should have, but it is a reality that is. So I think really just things like that, using your platform, people that I speak with, using our mouths and our platforms to go ahead and encourage and explain why. Not just, this person's evil, get him out.
That doesn't solve anything.
Not him, then who?
Right.
If not this, then what? What is the purpose?
My concern is, like, we're at an age now that when we vote, it's going to be like, anyone's better than Trump, which is true, but then I'm like, what if they suck? But anyone is better than Trump, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're great, and that's what I'm worried about.
Keep in mind, it's not only Trump, right? Because one man does not run this country. You're talking about people who are in his cabinet,
right?
People who are in his camp, in his team,
right? Keep
this in mind, right? And I am not a person who supported Trump. I did not vote for him. I don't hate that man. I feel like there's an underlying tone that's going on.
I think he's a pathetic human being. He's not worth hatred. Because I'll save that emotion for someone else.
I don't know nothing about hatred, period. Right. But under his administration, you have things like hemp that has been legalized.
Hemp. Right, but don't you think? I think it would have been legalized under Obama if he was still in office.
I mean, the thing is, we don't know. I believe if I knew the right number for the lottery, I would play them. But hindsight.
Right.
So I mean, this guy, his team. There are certain things that have happened. You have people who has walked off of death row behind this guy. He has signed pardons.
But that's just because...
I'm not advocating for him, though.
Right, I understand.
I'm saying, we have to look at the entire
That's just
presence.
Because
He's trash what he talks about. I think he's disrespectful. I think... I don't tweet, but I see some of his tweets on the news. I feel like, who are you to do this? But keep in mind,
I've gotten into full-out wars with people on Twitter, especially over
nobody I can't put my hands on.
True, I can't do either because I'll get beat up. They'll throw me out the chair.
That ain't true. Elbows hurt. Even little elbows hurt.
When this is over, gonna punch you in the arm, and you're gonna start laughing and be like, "That was cute." So I agree, but we need to get our people to vote.
Facts.
But so before I go, 2 things. Do you have any questions for me?
I asked you all the questions I had. I asked you what kept you, what makes you do the things you do. You told me that off camera. I just think you're an awesome person. People that are watching this, I think Jazz is phenomenal. I don't know who else has done this podcast, but to have a person that the world may look at as, oh, she's different, but when you actually speak with her, realize she's not. The same thing when race relations, you got to understand, you have to speak with the person, you have to interact with the person to realize you guys have the same type of heartbeat. The same blood runs through your veins. I'm just blessed with a cool melanin. You can't take this away, baby.
We got some cool melanin.
What that look like? Cool melanin.
I'm a little darker, but it doesn't matter. I hate that team, dark skin, light skin.
That's stupid. We gotta kill that.
That's another topic for another day. But if you're one of those people who believe that, stop it. Because the KKK will hear we all good.
We don't need the KKK. We do it to ourselves. But that's all.
True.
So I don't have any questions for you. I just encourage you to keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
Don't be afraid to step out further and allow your light to shine. And any opportunities that come your way, as long as they fit your brand, kill it. I don't have any questions though, no.
Well, thank you, thank God. Last thing, so always want to end on a high note. Got anything funny to tell us?
I was at a house party, maybe 10 years ago, 32, maybe 8 years ago, down South Philadelphia at a friend of a friend's house. This person can be a friend of mine too.
He can be?
No, it was a woman.
Okay, she can be?
We don't speak, but I would say we were friendly. She's dope. She's a dope young lady. She's transition. Y'all I can't say her, I'm not going to say her name, but she's an awesome young lady. And
transition?
I was at her house. She transitioned. No, not transitioned that way.
Oh.
She transitioned. She was like a heavier set woman. She did a heck of a job transitioning. Apologies to like a slim. She's in the gym, body phenomenal.
Good.
She's always been pretty. Always had a creative personality.
Right.
Just did her thing. A young lady I was talking to at the time. Beautiful young lady. We don't talk anymore because of dumb stuff that I did. But
shame.
Yeah, I mean it's life. You gotta learn and grow. So the young lady I was cool with, we went to her friend's house who was a big girl who's now no longer a big girl.
His kids are on his phone and they're too cute.
Yeah, they're dope.
Look at that.
But
he is cheesing it.
Yeah, it's my baby boy. So we were at her house drinking. I was fully intoxicated. I waited until I was 21 to drink. I actually had my first drink with my son's mother. She under her.
How old were you when you were going to be drinking?
21. That's the first time, yeah.
That's cute.
Anyway, so I was at my female friend's, her friend's house, associate of mine, and we were drinking. At this time, I can put them away. Now I'm a lightweight. But anyway, we get outside. I'm feeling good. I'm dancing. There's no music going on. I'm walking down the street. They're like, L. They call me L. They don't call me Lawrence. They said, L, where you going? I'm like, I ain't paying y'all no attention. That's what I heard. Where you going?
Yes.
What they said was, Lawrence, watch out. I turned around. There's about 4 or 5 little raccoons following me. But I only seen one at a time.
Yes.
So I turned around, I'm like, get out of here, shoot. They came 2 at a time. So in my head, I was going to punt. Physically put my foot and kick one and try to put on the roof. And this was under alcohol. Alcohol is not the greatest. But,
alcohol saves Latin, I'm kidding.
Whatever. So I was going to punt one, and it was so cute because the raccoon anticipated me kicking it.
Yes.
It froze up and rolled backwards like it fainted. You can actually hear it faint. And I just kind of laughed. And they're laughing at me. They're recording. I didn't know at the time.
We gotta find this video.
It's probably somewhere. It's on the internet. I know it's still somewhere. So The mom and the dad, I'm assuming it's the mom and the dad, they were big raccoons, humongous.
Uh-oh.
They, like, no lie, this is probably how big they were side to side.
Yes.
From rib to rib.
Right.
So I saw one, I'm ready to fight. I'm like, let's go. I saw two. I'm like, all right, I can take two. I seen three, and the rest of the family came out of an abandoned house.
This
I
nigga
ran.
gonna fight a
I ran.
raccoon.
After that, I ran. And I was drunk.
Yes!
All I remember is the wind blowing in my face. I'm like, don't get me, you won't. And I ran down a block. And I saw the video like a day later after I woke up from my drunken stupor. And it was hilarious. Like, they really tried to chase me. They were going to beat me up because I act like I was going to kick their kid.
Did you get a rabies shot?
I didn't get bit, thank God. I didn't get
Good.
So it was just one of them things that just kind of... And I didn't think about that until you asked me about a funny story. So that was kind of interesting. I put that away.
And on that note, do not chase raccoons.
Leave them alone.
Leave them alone. Even when you're drunk, don't do it.
Respect Mother Nature. Respect her and her animals.
Oh, Jesus. Anyway.
A lot of you look like animals, so I respect you as well. Go ahead.
That's true. I've seen some people. Anyway, we're not going to get into that. Thank you so much for joining the podcast.
So that music in my head.
Oh, God. And I'm really excited to see where you go, where I go, and I think we're gonna have fun. Last thing, we gotta get Vince on the podcast. He won't do it. But shout out to Vince.
Watch this. And we have enough time to call him right now.
Yes. He's gonna be so upset. We'll make it another call. I might see you on the podcast. We'll call
You can't
it.
whistle?
No. Show off. He'll be on the podcast one way or another.
He's not going to answer me.
That's because he knows.
Probably knows.
He's a smart guy. Anyway, thank you guys for watching.
Adios.
I hope you enjoyed this podcast. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. Comment below. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter. And consider becoming a patron on patreon.com for just $5 a month. You get extra perks. And yeah.
I'm going to say this. I challenge you guys to get to 7,241 subscribers to 7,500 subscribers. I didn't tell you guys I have a clothing line called Genuine Graphic. It's not a plug, but I'm saying if you do follow her and you go to my Instagram page, Genuine Graphic, if you buy one of my shirts, I'll give you 25% off because of your subscription to Jazz Brown.
Oh, shit. All right, well, on that happy note, thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
God bless you guys, and just keep being awesome. And if you're not awesome, find a way to do so.
Do it.
Good.
Gotta go.
Goodbye.